plenty of notes that I am going to talk about today about sales, how you can improve your sales, how you can increase your sales, different kinds of customers that we have, and how we can identify them. So bear with me because all my notes are in Portuguese and I'm going to translate on the spot for you. Because when I do those trainings, I do bilingual for my team. I do one in Portuguese and one in English. I don't do it one in French. My kid is the one that speaks French. But I do bilingual. So for me to flow all my thinking, I do it sometimes better in English, sometimes better in Portuguese. So my notes are all mixed up, but I will do my best to translate for you. So let me see how many pages. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 pages. Okay, so how we're gonna increase your sales and how we're going to make this business explode? Well, there's a question that we have to ask ourselves first. I'm gonna start saying what are the 3 best things that you can do to get better on your customer service if your intentions were only to make your customer happy. So if you have this on the back of your mind every time that you encounter a new customer, what are the 3 things that you can get better if that's all you wanted to do is to make your customer happy? So first thing, you will start to listen better, right? Ask more questions, and you wanted to know more what is this necessity of your customer. So before you see someone, do you have the habit of studying your customer on social media, like search for their name? You know, sometimes we get some leads or people like saying, I have a friend that is looking for Mary Kay products, or sometimes we do a post online. And do you have that instinct to go and search for their name? Do you? It's like, let me do a search to see how that she looks like. So why I'm saying that, it's because it's important. By their pictures, we know that if she takes care of herself, right? If she use makeup, if she takes a picture like with her hair all crazy, or she's dressing up. So we get into the vibe of the customer before we meet them. So I do that many times. I investigate their lives. Or if someone like for example, a consultant giving to me their name of their customer that I can give them a call and talk about the opportunity, I ask many questions. So how she's like, does she work? Does she has kids? Does she has a family? Is she single? Is she married? Because we're going to speak their language, and it will be more easy for us to connect with them when we know we're getting ourselves into, right? So it's like if you hire a coach, or if you ever had a coach that will teach you through it, you probably know that coaches, they ask more questions all the time to you to get into the conversation, to get to know you. So the person that asks the questions will lead the conversation, will dominate, will be like, will own what they know and what they're doing. So for us, it's to get a better customer service, get into a habit of asking more questions and listen. Okay. The other habit, the other habit that I want us to create to get a better customer service and to get better sales and better new team members is to create a habit to tell everybody what we do and who you are and what we do. Everywhere that you go, that you encounter people, make sure that you do those two things. Tell people who you are and what you do. I don't know how long you guys are in Mary Kay, but in the beginning, when I started 9 years ago, my director used to say, everybody 3 feet from you should know what you do and why you do it and who you are, and talk about your business. So we don't have a physical store that people will come to us. And if we don't talk about, and if we don't express ourselves, people won't know. It will be like the secret agent. And we can be Mary Kay secret agent for ages. Nobody will need to know. If we don't do that, we'll lose the opportunity of making a sale, of having new customers, of having people join our team. Because people to join our team, it's also a way of selling, because we're also selling the opportunity, right? So two things: who you are and what you do. How do you want to expand your business if you, who is the most interesting person and grow your business, is not doing that? Nobody else. Like, I've been asking my husband, can you talk to your co-workers about me, or can you bring this to them? And if we don't do that, how do I expect my husband or somebody else to do that for me? So ask clients, when you meet with them, when they see, like, when they think about, let's say, foundation, which is one of the most common product in Mary Kay. Like, I met so many people, have you tried Mary Kay? Oh, I used their foundation in the past. I love their foundation, is the first thing people tell me. When they think about that, do they think about you? Do they have this implemented, your name, like Holly? When they think about foundation, Holly pops up like flashing lights, because they know she is the one that sells the product, right? So if this is not happening, we have to start changing. So if you wanted to grow, let's say, on a social media platform, and if you're posting once in a lifetime and you spend 3 weeks without doing a post, or if you do one post one day and then a week later you post another thing, you're not gonna grow your social media. Like the robot that regulates Instagram and Facebook. I don't know what is the name. They talk about the robot all the time. They will not recognize or deliver your pictures and your information that you're posting if you're posting once in a while. You know what I mean? It's the same thing when we talk about, people won't, your name won't flash on their mind when they need a product if you're not talking about and be in front of them. Now that we're not really in front of them personally, we're online on an online series. Like, are you in contact with your customer constantly, like showing a new product, posting a picture? Like, it doesn't have to be always a sale, like a call of action post. It does not have to be every time. Yes, many times we have to do that, but when we talk about online stuff, it doesn't always have to be like, hey, look at me, I sell Mary Kay. Sometimes it's like, my skin, like, I took a picture the other day, you can go check on my Instagram on the past. I have a clean face, no makeup, nothing. I was just saying, I'm so thankful for like a clean skin, how good it is to have a good skincare routine or something like that. I don't remember what I said, but I didn't have any product. I was just thankful for a nice face. So it's like making a sale and talking about your product without doing it. So, you know what I mean? So that way you're always in front of your customers. So think about, very true, make it fun. Carol, think about, for example, I bought a Kate Spade bag. Since I went to the store, I give my email every day, at least 3 times a day, I open my email. There is a Kate Spade email. How many times you go to we buy at Amazon, and then you actually don't buy, you just go and put the stuff on your bag, but you don't check mark to make the sales. How many times you get an email reminder that this product that you search is on sale or whatever? They're always making sure that you as a customer, it's seeing back what you're searching for before, that reminds you, oh, I really need this. I forgot that I need this. So it's the same thing with us. It's exactly the same thing. So how frequent are you doing that? So your customer can identify you to everyone that you know, at least on your social world right now, since we're not seeing as many people as we want. So how frequent are you using this new tool, which is the social media that we have for free, which is a huge platform of that we can use for the business? How many times are you doing that? So are you posting, like giving free service, for example, teaching people how to do a makeup? Oh, I'm not a makeup person. Me neither. Do you know that I searched last week for a makeup for brown makeup? There was a director. I can post her name here. It's Amber something. She's a huge YouTuber, and she taught this beautiful makeup on her eyes. I was like, I need to learn this. I need to do it on myself. And I did it. I post a picture. I got so many comments. Oh, you need to teach me this makeup. I was like, oh my goodness. I did it only once, and I watched this lady like 100 times so I could get right. So I was like, you know what? I'm not the makeup artist, but I copy her and people compliment on my picture. So I went on Instagram last week, I think it was a Friday, and I did a makeup tutorial on the same colors that she taught on her YouTube. And it was a crazy hit with my customers, like out of nowhere. Oh, I love your video. Oh my God, you're so nice. You're so talented. Your makeup looks amazing. Like, for real? Like I just copycat another director. Like sometimes for us, stuff like uh doing satin hands is such a simple way, such a simple thing, like duh, who doesn't know how to do satin hands, right? But for the customer, maybe they don't know that the first cream of satin hands, it's amazing for rashes or it's amazing for eczema. So giving those small tips of 5-10 minutes, if you don't want to do a video because you're too shy, just post a picture of your hand before and after and tell about it. How amazing it is. Oh, look at my hands. This one has the product, this one hasn't, and I just try it on my hands today. Look how different it is. It's like giving your insights. That's what people will connect to you. Not like a copy a post from Mary Kay and then just shovel it out. Like it has no meaning. It's just like a propaganda they will just delete on their mind. It's not gonna be fix it your name on there. So those little things that would identify you with the brand that you represent. It doesn't have to be the brand itself. You are the brand. Always think about that. So on our minds, we always have like a little draws that when we think about something like pop, when we think about pop, what do you think? Coca-Cola. In my head, that's what it comes out of it. So like when you think about dish soap, Cascade, because I watch so much the TV, Cascade all the time. So it's the same thing. Your draw of your customer when they think about skincare, it needs to come out Mary Kay or your name. This is why we like last week I had a really bad day. It was like the worst day of my week. I had a family problem. There was people sick in Brazil with COVID. I cried all day long. Okay, but I had 2 appointments booked at 7 o'clock, one at 7 and one at 8. And then I was like, you know what? I'm going to take a shower, a long shower, put my makeup on, and I'm going for those appointments because my dream and what I want to achieve with this business is beyond what I'm going through right now. Like 1 hour of doing my job is not going to kill me. And after I can cry later. So that's what I did. I did a sacrifice and I went after the party. I even went on Instagram and talk about skincare products since I was all dolled up. I was like, I'm not going to waste the time. So even if you don't feel like it, do it at least one post a day, one picture a day, one contact a day. This what is going to make the difference. Consistency, it matters. It is important. So the other thing that I want, let's go back. So how do you make your customer to remember you every time? One is like when you, of course, when you post something, it's one way. When we send PCP, when we use PCP to contact them, to tell them, hey, I'm here every 3 months, there's a new catalog, and then we message them to make sure, I just want to make sure that you got your catalog. Birthdays, when it's their birthday, do you send a text message with a picture if you don't want to send by the mail, you know, a card or something? Could be simple as a text message or simple as a Facebook private message saying, hey, happy birthday with a Mary Kay picture. By the way, because it's your birthday this month, you had a promotion, la, la, la. Do you do something like that? This is another way you can promote. When we have new products, do you contact your customer? There's a way they can know from you that you have new products. Remember, create the habit to tell people what you do and why you do it. What are the types of activity that you do every day, every week, and every month to generate new contact? So you have to answer those questions for yourself. So just remember, what are the reasons that people buy from you? Why they chose you as their consultant? So there's many things that why people buy from us. And one thing is that they have a necessity and we are the solution. They have to be hand in hand, okay, together. They need something and you have the solution for their need. So this has to be very clear on their minds. For example, you can do a post or talk about something online. You have bigger pores. You have the solution for bigger pores. So how many women out there that does microblading? How many? So many. I learned that all my friends is looking for why this grow so much, this business? Because there's a need, there's a necessity. The same thing. Put those false lashes. There's so many business growing because the woman want to sleep and wake up looking they have their makeup done. It's true. So it is a necessity that is being met right there. The same thing, you have like for example, people that has melasma. All my customer that has melasma, and they're a huge number, I'm contacting them to talk about clinical solution because I know there is a solution for their melasma problem. We have a product right now that does that very fast and efficient. So for all the necessities, there is a solution. You can make a list of 10 necessities that exist from your clientele, from the people that you already serve. You know them and you can identify what their needs. For example, skin discoloration, dark circles, oily skin, wrinkles, dry skin, all of those things that we know that some of us has, or some of us, you know, it's know someone that has it. And if we put it out there, oh, I saw a lady, she did a post about this and this and that, and I know you're looking for a product. I had a friend who said, oh, I saw that you post about something about melasma, and my coworker was looking for a product, so I got a sale just because of one post. Simple like that. So those things you can also do, like if you want to practice to do a live video or like a stories that stays only for 24 hours. So if you're shy and then it's like, okay, you can be just for 24 hours and then your story is going to disappear. So if you're not brave enough to do a live, you can start practicing to do stories like, hey, you that suffer from large pores, I have the solution for you. And then you talk about how, or have you searching for product to help you with your dry skin? You know, those little things, conversation that will caught the attention of the person that is watching you. They will stop for a few minutes just to listen what you have to say, even if it makes no sense. So the same thing, it's just getting to practice. I know it's hard, but it makes a huge difference getting out of your comfort zone. I am doing a course on Instagram, and every day the lady tells me that I have to do at least 10 stories a day. It drives me crazy because sometimes I don't have enough stuff that I wanted to say, or I don't feel like it. But then she said, you have to talk about your house. You can talk about your house, your pets, your kids, the food that you're cooking, whatever. If you're doing exercise, and then I will start talking about Mary Kay because I already engage the people that is watching me. So it's all strategized. So think about those things. They're all those spectators that are online every day, all the time, watching and looking for something, a necessity that is going to be met. So you can be that person. So who are the most important person for your business? Who are the most important person for your business? Stop and think about. The customer. The answer is your customer. If you sell something, but you don't have a customer, you don't have a business. You're out of business. So the most important thing of your business is not even the product. It is the customers. Whatever you sell, and then today you sell Mary Kay and tomorrow decide to sell something else, if you have the connection with that customer, they will follow you. They're buying because they connect with you. Remember, you met their need. So when you think about that of numbers, Mary Kay, I always heard my director saying, it's a numbers game, it's a numbers game. It is a numbers game. So if you don't have an objective where you go and where you want to be, you're going to do nothing. So what is your objective and your goals on the sales like for every week? How many people do you need to talk? How many people do you need to talk to expand your business and have more sales? How many, contacts you do a day or a week? It's important to know how good you're doing that and how consistent it is. Take note of everything you sell, to how many people you sold, everybody that you talk about the business. What are your numbers? So that way, when you know your numbers, there is a way that you can increase that. Okay, this month I only talked to 10 people and I sold $50. So if I want to sell more, I need to see more people. Same thing about the opportunity, because we are in this business selling two things, the opportunity and the products, always, always. So your objective or your goal, it's gonna combine and get into the direction you wanna be if you know your numbers, okay? So sometimes in a business like that and direct selling or any other business that requires sales, we have like a back on the back of our mind, like let's say, I don't know, people prejudge us. I don't know if it happens to you. Oh, you sell from the catalog. Oh, you sell Mary Kay. Because nobody teach how to be good in sales when you going to school, for example. There's not a degree on university how to get better in sales, right? So sometimes people prejudge us because we are the salesperson. Oh, I can never do that because I'm not the sales type. How many times I heard that? I was like, if you're not the sales type, you're the perfect one. We don't want salespeople. I don't want people in my team because they ruin everything. They only think about the money. They don't listen to the customer's need, and they don't think about the person. So they don't connect. All right. So when we think like that, it takes the prejudging away. So if you stop and think, all the rich people in the world, there are two types of those rich people in the world: the one that sells something, or the one that creates stuff to be sold. There's only two rich people out there: the ones that sells and the one that creates stuff to be sold. So it's the same thing in our business. Who are the biggest seller in Mary Kay? It's not Linda Rose. She's not the one that makes more money in Mary Kay. I'm 100% sure of that. It is the national sales director, because they sold the most. So 3 types of clients that we have. One, client number 1, the client that is super interested and they know what they want and they will search for you. They need you, they need the product that you sell, and those are the customers that everybody wants, right? You know, on Facebook groups, those lady that post, there's any Mary Kay lady in this group? This is the one that is like 100 people. Me, I sell Mary Kay. This is the one that everybody wants because they know your brand, they know what they want, and they're just gonna buy it right away from you. So this type of customer, it has a high number of competition, right? Because there's a lot of people that you have to go through to get to that customer. Customer number 2, the one that is a little bit interested. They know that they need you, they need your product, but they're procrastinating. They don't know sometimes what they're looking for. They know that they need to take care of their skin, but they're not going to find out a product right now because, you know, just procrastinating. We're just gonna wait. Oh, I have some wrinkles here, but later I will start doing a skincare routine. So type 2 of customers, yes, there is consultants and people who's gonna sell to them, or for example, again, Facebook groups. Oh, my skin is really dry. Do you recommend any product? And there is a million comments of consultants from other brands, people that is against of direct selling. And then there's people that only use natural products. So there's a million things. So they have a need, they're procrastinating for the solution, and the competition on those cases are like not so hard because you have to work on that customer. You have to prove to her that your product is a good one. So it gives a little bit of persistence from us. So you have to work a little bit to get that customer. Customer number 3, they're not interested at all. They don't want it. They need a product. They don't know that they need a product. And also they're not looking for. So you don't have anybody to compete with you because People don't want to work for it, right? So in this case, you have to be patient and you have to be persistent. This is the kind of friend that you know that she has a terrible skin and you wanted to save her from a bad skin, but she's not really want to try your product, and you keep talking about until you win her, right? Holly is like, I know I have one. So probably right now, you understanding those 3 types of customers, you have on your mind like names popping up, right, Holly? Yeah, a few of their names are coming up. So the same thing happened when we're trying to talk about the business. We have people that is going to come to us and say, I want to join your team. And those people is the one that were like, yay, jackpot. Like they wrote it to you like, I'm ready to join your team. So again, she's looking for you. She knows what she wants. And we just like, praise the Lord when this happened. Type number 2, that she knows she needs extra cash. She's looking for a new career, but she's procrastinating. So in this case, you need, again, to talk about what you do and why you do it, and then persist that customer of yours who's going to become your consultant. And type 3 is the one that she doesn't know yet that she needs Mary Kay, but you as your friend or you as the consultant, you know that she needs the business on her life. If it's for the social aspect, if it's for the extra cash aspect, or even if it's for her to get some product at discount. You are the person that knows who are those 3 people around you. So all that you need to do is to inform everything, what you do and who you are, and what kind of product do you do, or what kind of service do you provide. So we have 4 things that we're going to inform those customers. First of all, what does your product do? Especially when you're going to create a post or you're going to do a social media something, even if it's not to talk about this product, it's $30, not a promotion like that. It's like a sale without doing a sale, okay? So what this product do? How they do what they do? What are the benefits? How to use it? 3. And to who I recommend this product. It's number 4. So I'll repeat. Number 1, what this product do? How, number 2, how they do what the product do? Number 3, how to use it? And number 4, to who will benefit from this product? For example, I did a post last week on my Instagram. It was just a story. I put a question, like, ask me a question about your skin. And then a girl wrote to me, what did you suggest for a 40 years old woman? So I talk about 2 different lines. I talk about the 3D line and the time-wise repair line. So I said, this is for 20 plus, this is for 50 plus. If you're 40, it depends on your type of skin. So I explain how the product acts, how to use the product, and to who it was beneficial to use. So I give all those 4 points, which is key for them to teach them on the live, on the stories, how they can, ring the bell for them. Oh, I really need that. And with that single post that I did, which was a story, I sold 3 miracle sets. Yay! It was the easiest sales ever because they, out of nowhere, people that never bought from me, oh, my skin is just like the one you described. Yes, I have oily skin. I don't like to use moisturizer, but you told that we need moisturizer anyways. I think I need you. And the other one was, my husband has pimples. What product do you recommend? So I saw charcoal mask. I was like, yeah, this is the easy sales, but I did the work. This person knew that she needs the product, but she was procrastinating, right? And because she saw my post, it rang the bell. I need that. So I said, no problem. I have in stock. I'm bringing to you today. So I sold 3 miracle sets and charcoal mask last week. So another thing that I want to talk about and how to multiply on your business. The first thing you need to do is to see how your business work. How does business work? This business of yours. Imagine that you have a store that sells clothes, okay? Like dresses, pants. So the regular stores that we see downtown or in the mall, they're open from 8 a.m. or let's say 8 a.m. from 6 p.m. From Monday to Saturday, let's pretend. What are the activities that the base activities that you will need to keep that store running? All right, so I'm gonna give you 8 points. What are the base activity that will keep that store, physical store of yours running? Number 1, you will need to open the store every day, right? Every day. Not like just when I feel like it, or one day I open Monday and then I open on Wednesday again because that's all I could fit on my schedule. Or one day, 1 week, I'm gonna open just in the morning and I close in the afternoon because I need to do something else. Well, if you do that, you know the results. You're not gonna have a very successful store. Number 2, you will need to have product on display. There's no way you can have an open store downtown with empty shelves, with no dresses hang, with no pants that people can try it on. There's no way that you that have a physical store will have an empty store. You can have that, but not a lot of people are gonna feel attracted to get into your store, right? So number 3, you have to have an excellent, marvelous, like on point customer service. And if you have people working at your store, you will make sure that those people, those salesperson will do a good job, right? That they're treating their customers, your customers, because you're the owner of the store. They'll make sure that they're selling the right product, the right fitting of the dress, that your eyes will be on those sales girls to make sure that they're doing an amazing customer service. They're providing the best option in the market to make sure that the people will come back to your store. Number 4, a good payment system that you will have available. They can pay e-transfer, debit, credit, ways that they can make their life easy when they come to your store. Isn't it disappointed when you, for example, last year we did a coaching on money management, me and my husband, and then we decided to live on cash only. And then when we had the lockdown, many places were not accepting cash. So it was very disappointed for me. I just, there was one place that we went, it was like, oh, we don't accept the cash. I was like, okay, I'm sorry, I only have cash. So we had to go someplace else. So it won't be interesting for you to have a store that does not serve to your customer. They will just go in someplace else that has a better option for them. Or, oh, I only accept payment on credit card. Well, not everybody has a credit card. For example, my husband does not have a credit card. And there was one day I had to rent a truck on Home Depot to bring my chair home. My sister need to go there and use her credit card because we had money only on a debit, but we did not have a credit card to use. So think about that. If you're gonna open your own physical store, you need to have those things into place. Number 5, you always work with the after sales. After sales mean you have like a database of your customers with their information that you can tell them when there's a new launching of a new collection, a spring collection, summer collection. So you make sure that you have this database very organized, that you can contact those people again to make sure that they know about what product is coming up. Just like when I went to Kate Spade, they asked on the checkout, can I have your email, please? Right? Because if you have their email, you have it, everything is a way they can contact constantly, and you're always going to be in front of them. So the same thing, if you have a physical store, you'll have an organized database with your customers' information, so you can do a follow-up with them, doing like a poll after sale contact. Number 6, you will work the how do I translate this? We work the marketing. You will have a marketing team to make sure that your brand will be out there, even if it was on TV or on social media platforms or on a radio. You know, sometimes I'm listening to the radio station and they're talking about a store so-and-so, they're having a sale or something like that. So you will work very efficient on the marketing part of it to make sure that you will attract new customers for your store. Because if you're a physical store, you're not going to people's house, right? You're stopping right there. And how you're going to bring new customers to your store? Having the marketing team to make sure that they're promoting your stuff all the time. Number 7, I'm going too fast. Okay. If I'm going too fast, just let me know, I will come back. Number 7, you will make sure that you will take care of your finances really well. Well, if you're not taking care of the finances of your store really well, you'll be closed doors very fast, because you don't know how much money you're spending on your products, how much you sold, and how much you're collecting from them. So if you don't have that organized, how come do you know that if you need to buy new products, you have money to buy new products to replace what you sold, and so on? And how much you need to invest to open your store, or how much you need to invest for the new collection, because we know that every 3 months there is a new collection that is coming up, and we want to make sure that when our customer come to our store, they will have the best of the best, the new trends, right? So open and close their cash every day. If you ever work in a retail store like I did in the past, they make sure they open and close their cash every day. They know what is going on, like on pen and paper, right? What they paid for, what money came in, and what it was sold on that day. So that way you can have a balance of your products that you have on stock. Okay, number 8, always find new customer. How does a physical store can find new customer? Like, for example, if you have a store in a mall, how do they make appealing to the customer to go into the store? How does happen? For me, it's like if I look how, Holly, help me with my English. The mannequins outside, how they call? Display? Is the display? Yeah?
Yeah, the display.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like when you walk by and then you see the store that has a mirror and then like a glass and then there are mannequins
Yeah,
on there. How do you call?
Yep.
Is it display?
Display. Yep.
Okay.
Display.
Yay! I'm gonna take notes so when I teach my team, I don't ask. Okay, display. So the only way they can attract new people to inside of the store because they cannot leave and be outside, hey, come and see the new collection, is that they take care of the display to caught people's attention. Do we know what it's our display, right? So number 9, post on social media. Why? Because this is the biggest marketing place that it is free. Remember in the past, before Facebook and before Instagram, the most expensive thing for stores and brands, it was to pay to put their advertisement on TV. Like when they have a game or football or NHL game, and the most expensive thing was to be able to have like a 3 minutes advertisement on TV. Well, now we don't have to pay anymore. We can do the advertisement for free on social media. There's thousands, millions of people all day long scrolling down, trying to find something that caught their eyes. So now we can do that for free. So post on social media. There's many brands, if you search on Instagram, for example, that they have new collection. The owner of the store is like changing the clothes. They're posting their pictures with the pose with this new dress. What do you think about this dress? And they're like, I don't know if you guys watch it, but I watch it, a show on TLC that it is Out Daughters. There's a lady that has 6 daughters. She had 1 girl and then she got pregnant with 5. And now I love the little girls' clothes because they're all matching. I was like, oh my gosh, where did she get this? And then I did a search. They actually have a store. So every day on Instagram, this lady, she posts picture of herself and the daughters matching. So it is a way, like she's not like promoting on the TV show that she has a store, but it was so cute and appealing that I went to search for it. Where the clothes of those little girls, and I find out they have their own store. So every day she's posting like summer, and then they go out all with the new bathing suits, So it is the way that stuff works right now. They make a sale or they make an advertisement without pushing a sale. So we can do that, right? So other things that owners of the stores use as well, it's the smell. Have you ever entered, for example, the Body Shop has a unique smell that only Body Shop has it. Or in Brazil, there is a store called Melissa that is a shoe store that smells bubblegum. It is unbelievable. If you are on a hallway that it has the store, you know that the shoe store is there because you can smell the bubblegum from everywhere. And if you bring the shoes home, it can take ages. I pass from one daughter to the other and it still smells bubblegum. It never goes away. So when I think about the store, the first thing that comes up in my mind is the bubblegum smell, right? There is a store, there used to be a store. I forgot their name. I think it was like for teenagers. I don't remember. It used to be at Bayshore on the third level. It's a mall that we have here. It smells like beach. Every time I will go to the store, will smell like, I was on the beach, and it has lounging chairs. It closed many years ago, but it has lounging chairs. And then every time I will go to the store, I feel like, like so pleasant to be there because of the smell. So it is a strategy that retail will use to have their name and their brand on your little draw on your mind. Every time you remember or you sense that smell, you remember that name of the store. Same thing with us again. Does your customer remember you when they think about skincare and makeup? If not, we have to make it happen, because there's many ways we can make that happen. But if we only contacted them once a year, then unfortunately, you're probably going to lose that customer because they don't even know that you sell Mary Kay anymore. Just like customers that I find me and like, oh, I used to buy from a lady, but I have never heard from her before. I have no more time. I've just been told. Just one more thing. I have like this amount of line and I'll be done. So those are some of the suggestions to have a physical store open, just for you to think about. Types of customers that you have. One that will come to you, and the second type is the one that you have to go to them, right? So analyze those points that I gave it to you and see how you can get better. If you're not doing all of those points, what are the ones that you need to improve to get better results? And how are we going to do to multiply? Putting those into actions. Innovate. Do stuff that nobody is doing. Innovation. You have your own business. You are your own boss. You can do whatever you want, the way that you want to promote, the way that you want to talk about. Send products, send samples, make a roll-up bag for your friend. Can you try those products for me? Leave them for a week. Make it simple and easy for them to get attracted to you. And like I have a customer last week that bought a TimeWise 3D that I just told you guys. She just messaged me, oh, I'm so terrible, I never use anything. I wash my face with Dove again because I forgot my cleanser on my sink instead of in a shower. So I messed up the system. I said, why don't you just buy another cleanser? So you have one in the sink and one in the shower so you don't forget about, oh, this is such a great idea. I said, just because you bought the whole set plus plus the charcoal mask, I'll give you 50% on your extra cleanser. So she was so happy. And every time she's gonna buy again, she's gonna buy two and she's gonna buy full price. So innovate, do promotions that you only can do. You know your limits and how you can increase that. But think about as a physical store. Are you open your store every day? Are you doing your marketing outside of your bubble? Do you have product on hand? Do you have an amazing customer service? Do you know your system? How much you're making? How much you're selling? How much do you need on extra products? Do you know your finances? How you can do that efficiently? How to find new customers? You have a good display of your own brand. How you displaying that? It's not like, it is so important. It's like, it's crucial, especially now with the mask that people can't see your face, but they can see your eyebrows, they can see your eyeshadows, you know? And I make sure I am drinking water all the time because I can take my mask off and they can see my lipstick as well and my cheek colors. So are you doing those extra steps, extra mile to be appealing to your customers or your customers to be, to have you on their mind 24/7? Just like, oh, okay, she talked so much about this product, I have to have. I had a friend that came here today because I posted a picture of another consultant showing her hands with the oil, the naturally oil, and the facial peel, the before and after. She spent Friday, Saturday, and Sunday messaging me, please, I need those products. I need those products. You show my hands look just like an old grandma. I need those products. I said, I'm going to give it to you. Well, I was so busy on a weekend, I couldn't have a chance to give it to her. She knocked at my door and she came to grab it at my house. So because I was in front of her, she not even knew that she need a product to make her hands amazing, you know? But I did a simple 2 seconds post and I had a sale of more than $100. And she came to my house to grab the product. So are you doing that? This is crucial to have a successful business. This business works if you work. You will make money if you use all the tools and information that is available for you. If you're just getting all the information, all the training, it's so amazing. Seminar was amazing. I took so many notes, but you're not putting into action, nothing's gonna happen. You're just gonna be super smart just for yourself, not making anything with the information you're getting. It does not put money on your bank account. All right, my time is up. I passed 6 minutes. I'm so sorry. I talked too much, but I went through 8 pages translating live from Portuguese to English. Thank you, girls. There's any questions? I'm open for questions. Anything that you want to add, Carol?
No, that's great. Fantastic.
All right.
Yeah, just get into action.
All right, so I am done for the day and I will keep making more notes. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening to me. It was so good to see you all. Oh, thank you, Christine and Carol. All right. Bye-bye. Good
Thank
night.
you. Bye, Fernanda.
Bye.